With diverse flora and fauna, magnificent natural landscapes, and an ecological biosphere that supports life, this wondrous planet is our earthly home. From our animal co-inhabitants to the lush rainforests and life-giving soil, we cherish all these as gifts from the Creator. It is a common theme in the world's major faiths that during our temporary stay here, we should be good stewards of Mother Earth. Throughout the years, Supreme Master Ching Hai has shared the message of leading a balanced life while following a spiritual path. Not only must we nourish our spirits, but we share the responsibility to care for nature and our fellow beings. In light of recent scientific evidence which pinpoint the raising of livestock as the #1 contributor to climate change, Supreme Master Ching Hai affirms the important message she has noted for over the past 2 decades. We must be vegetarian, meaning an animal-free diet, and practice sustainable living. Today, we present to you a compilation of Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures titled, Save Our Planet, Eliminate the Production of Meat.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit www.godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
What effect does meat consumption have on biodiversity?
Charlie, meat consumption has a huge destructive impact on biodiversity, which is essential for our Earth to function and thus must be preserved. No matter how small, each species has a role to help balance our ecosystem, scientifically proven. And yet, consumption of both fish and animal flesh continue and are wreaking havoc on biodiversity around the globe. In the oceans and fresh waterways, so many species of fish have already been lost, with complete aquatic environments such as coral reefs being decimated by such practices as trawling and fishing with explosives. On land, meat consumption is responsible for vast regions being cleared for grazing crops, such as soy that are fed to livestock. One example is seen in the deforested Amazon areas that have gone from lush forests to bare fields used for cattle grazing or primarily animal feed crops. With these activities essentially robbing our biodiversity, there has been an alarming rise in the disappearance of plants and animals. 2005 Millennium Ecosystem Assessment Report noted that some 30% of the mammal, bird, and amphibian species currently are threatened with extinction, all due to human actions. And one of the most comprehensive studies ever conducted in the field is now forecasting that over 1 million species will be lost in the coming 50 years. Isn't that a sad affair? Besides the land being cleared for livestock raising, the livestock itself causes further biodiversity loss due to potent greenhouse gas emissions, which accelerate global warming. Many studies have documented a decline in populations of penguins, polar bears, plants, trees, migratory birds, and many others, all linked to rising temperatures on the planet. Even desert animals have been affected, like the Malian elephant that have been perishing in high numbers because their trunks can no longer reach the sinking groundwater. The answer to all this, is quite clear. Stop the meat consumption. Stop it yesterday. This will eliminate the so-called need for livestock raising, which will immediately return immense amounts of land to natural sustainability or to natural growing methods that allow biodiversity to be replenished. This is the way we need to go, and fast.
Okay, the first question, Master. Are the recent disasters around the world somehow connected with the billions of animals slaughtered every year for human consumption?
Of course it is, huh? As you sow, so shall you reap, and like attract like, né? Scientifically speaking, spiritually speaking, we have been warned. So all the disasters that have happened around the world, of course, are connected with the human unkindness to the co-inhabitants. That was the price we have to pay for what we have done to the innocents, who have done us no harm, who are also the children of God, who has been sent to earth to help us and to cheer our days. Because generally humans also have very good merit before they came to earth. And that's why they became human, because of their good merit. So from their good merit, there have been a give and take and deduction and addition. Otherwise, if things have not been cancelling out some of the bad retribution, then it would have been worse. Or the earth might have been disappeared altogether already. But luckily the human also do have some good merit, and they have not run out yet. Some of their good merit have not run out yet. And that's why we are still hanging in here. Like yesterday, I told one of my assistants, I said, we should feel very lucky that we here, still have water to drink. Oh my God, many countries in the world are short of water. Do you understand this? Just a basic thing. Nothing luxury, water. Keep getting shorter and shorter every day. Can you imagine? Some people go even 10 plus kilometers every day just to get water to bring it back to their family. Truly it's like that. In Africa, many countries are like that. And now in India and China, even America, many places became short of water. Basic necessity only. Why? Because they use up all the water from the river to divert it into, big farm factory, like animal farm factory. They have to use a lot of water to give the animals to drink. And then use water to grow the crops for the animals to eat. And when they kill the animals, or before they kill the animals, they have to use water to clean their pens every day and wash it down into the stream. And when they kill the animals, they need a lot of water to clean up also. And when people eat it at home, they also use water again to clean it and to cook it. So there's no end. There was enough water for all of us, plus over for everyone. We began this industry of meat diet. Then everything get worse. More hospital, more medicine, more sickness, more shortage of any kind, more temperature rise, and more suffering, more disasters, more hunger, more war. I said killing is never right. Yes. I have told the journalist, I wish I could say otherwise. That would make me even more popular. I told him, meat is one of the most powerful industry in every country. If I have not forbid you to eat meat, I would have had more disciples. Easy. Everybody come in, just kowtow, and that's it. Qinghaiism. And I would amass all kind of fortune, fame, whatever. But I never go in that direction. Not at the cost of my life. We can't. I say the truth cannot be altered, no matter what. I said to him, I put myself even in danger. Telling the truth. But I have to save my planet. I don't know if you want to save your planet, but I want to save my planet. I want to save my people. I don't know if you want to save your people. I want to save my people. My people is whom? It's you, your relatives, your friends, your countrymen, your world citizens, your pets, your children, your future great-great-great-grandchildren, the animals, all the harmless, meek, weak, innocent animals. These are all my people. I want to save them all yesterday already. I can't tell any otherwise. Even if we have another alternative plan to save the planet without going the whole country vegan, how? How many more people have to die? You understand me? For that, because of meat diet, because of the harmful effect of meat industry. How many more countries have to be eroded, financially kaput, for a piece of meat that we put in our mouth? How many more islands, nations have to sink for that piece of meat that we put in our mouth? How many millions more refugees, climate refugees, we want to look at for that piece of meat that we put in our mouth? How many billions more animals we want to see cram, suffer, agonizing in those cram, small crate factory we want to see? For that little piece of meat that we put in our mouth, that we could change it. We have tofu, we have all kind of protein nowadays even. It's not like we're starving without meat. It's not. It's not necessary at all to eat meat. Besides, it's poisonous. It's been proven already. Not to talk about climate change, climate refugees or anything. How many more patients we want to see languishing in the hospitals between life and death, or death because of that piece of meat that we put in our mouth? How many more families we want to break up due to this kind of disease and death caused by meat? How many more children we want to see suffer with heart disease, cancers at young age already because of meat diet? How many more family we want to see childless because women who eat meat have very less chance to conceive children? And then how many of this young aspiring mother we want to see going through, this kind of poke and pigs, what they call IVF, pregnancy? It's a painful procedure for husband and wife who have no children, have to go through like artificial insemination. It's very painful, time-consuming, agonizing, and suffering. And the hope is not 100% even. Not like you spend a lot of money, a lot of time, stressful, fighting inside with each other even because of stress for a child. Not that you go through all that, then you have a child 100%. No, not all of them are working. And how much more suffering we want to see just for that piece of meat that we could change for a better piece of protein. It's the same protein, it's just one a second hand from animals, the others direct from what the animal eat and digest it and then become the meat. It's such a waste. And how much more energies we want to waste into producing meat. How much more grains, food we want to waste to raise animals at the cost of starvation of millions of other people. Right now we have 1 billion people already go back from hunger. Every 5 seconds a child dies from hunger. Every 5 seconds while I'm sitting here talking to you, how many children dying or dead already? How many more we want to see? How long we can afford to bargain in the face of this suffering of our own kind and of the animals, of the environment. I can go on forever, but I didn't prepare my speech. It's all really not worth it. It's all really a degrading choice to eat meat. We can't bargain. We can't say, well, let's take it easy. We probably have a better idea, a better plan than be vegan. What better plan? What better plan? Even if we have better plan, suppose we have better plan, should we choose it? Should we choose a better plan than vegan, which save billions of lives, save the animals, save our children, save our planet? Should we choose a second plan? A plan B? There is no plan B. Even if there is a plan B, it's not humane to choose a plan in disregarding the suffering of our own kind, of other beings on this planet, and of the danger that we're facing, the climate change, which will easily destroy the whole planet. And, probably all or most of the beings on this planet.
It's been a joy to have you with us for today's episode of Between Master and Disciples. Join us again next Friday for part 3 of Save Our Planet, Eliminate the Production of Meat. And now, Animal World, our co-inhabitants, is coming up next, right after Noteworthy News. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. May Providence guide our planet in wisdom and loving kindness for all beings.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit www.godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/BMD.